Welcome everyone to Yoga Nidra. I have a practice this evening that I hope you'll enjoy. As a reminder, to do this practice, you can do this in any manner that's going to make you feel comfortable, whether it's seated down, lying down. You pick what's going to make you the most comfortable. You might want to have a blanket or something to put over you if you get cold. And then just before you settle in completely, I invite you to just take whatever movement feels good with your body. I'm going to highlight areas where we sometimes hold stress to do a little stretch and relaxation. So let's focus first on the face. And to do that, I'm inviting you to just scrunch up the face, tightening all the facial muscles. And then on the exhale, relax. Maybe open and close the mouth very wide to relax the jaw. And then maybe gaze up, lifting the chin, and exhale, lifting the chin towards the chest, just gently moving that neck, taking out any kinks that may be there, and then maybe just turning the head from side to side. And if you find shoulders are tight, you may want to bring them up and down, move them forward and back. Take some movements of the hands and feet. And then if you feel like it and want to take a nice lateral stretch, stretching those arms overhead, the feet out in front of you. Take an inhale as you stretch, and then exhale, relax, allowing the tension to float away as you relax. And then just take whatever movement you think will be helpful to settle in before we go to the bumblebee breath. I'm going to remove glasses for the bumblebee breath. You may want to do the same. And this breath is one where we hum, and to get the intensity of the hum to be better, we're going to take the thumbs and we're going to place them over the little earlobe there, that little ear. It's going to basically close the ear canal. And then you're going to allow the fingers to rest over the eyelids and onto the forehead. And the tone of the bumblebee breath, you can vary it. It can be high or low. I have a tendency to do the breath somewhat longer. If you need to stop when you do, and just start again at your convenience or whatever is comfortable for you. So taking a nice inhale, holding those earlobes. And on the exhale, we're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale. And 1 more. Inhale. Invite you to pause the sound of the bumblebee. Notice how you feel in the body after making that sound. You can lower your arms down by your sides. And again, if you're lying down and need a blanket, cover the arms. Perhaps place an eye pillow over your eyes. And then just notice the sensations in the skull, any other part of the body. And feel the stimulating impact of these vibrations extending everywhere. Notice how attention feeds your energy. Observe your energy field expand and grow, extending everywhere and filling every nerve and cell of your body. I invite you to bring your attention to the center between the eyebrows and empty your mind into the flood of energy. Allow it to melt and merge into the experience of the energy body, expanding beyond all boundaries. Drop into complete silence and deep stillness. If you haven't already, I invite you to close your eyes and quiet your mind. Be still. Let go of all thoughts, worry, and tension. Give yourself fully to a higher power. Relax, trust, and let go. Breathe in fully and exhale with a deep sigh. And again, breathe in fully and exhale with a deep sigh, letting go even more. Feel a deep sense of contentment and peace in the area of your heart. Now I invite you to bring an intention into your awareness in the form of words, images, or as a felt sense. If you are unclear about your intention, just see what appears in your field of awareness. Repeat your intention silently to yourself 3 times. Feel yourself in a place where you like to be, a place where you feel peaceful and calm, relaxed and quiet. No concerns about the future or past, simply an overwhelming experience of the rightness of things. Perhaps your spot that you've envisioned is a place on the beach, watching the waves meet the shore, sensing the scent of salt air, the sound of seagulls. Or maybe you prefer a mossy green space, a meadow, soft with lush green grass and tall trees in the background, the smell of wildflowers, a trickling stream nearby. Trust whatever image arises in your awareness. Look around this place and see if you're drawn to a spot that looks like it would be comfortable to sit or lie down. Perhaps it's a hollow in the sand that holds your shape, or a soft bed of moss that you can relax into. Surrender the weight of your body, feeling completely supported. No effort or need to hold yourself up. Breathe in the scent, the sight, the sounds of this place. Allow the whole experience to permeate your entire being, absorbed into each and every cell with each breath in and each breath out. Feeling through bodily sensations what it is to be safe and at peace, surrounded, protected in this place where you may deeply rest. Feel how restful and calm you are, feeling more content, relaxed, more grounded than ever before. Know that you may return to your safe place anytime you want or need to. Feel yourself descending down into the stillness beneath the mind. All excess tension and holding carried out with each exhaling breath. Feel what is present without labels or comments. Feeling more, thinking less. Release any struggle to make anything happen. Feel yourself held in absolute stillness. Relax, relax. As we continue with tonight's practice, try to remain as motionless as possible. If you do need to move or make an adjustment, do so mindfully and return to stillness as soon as you are able. Resolve to remain awake, staying in touch with the sound of my voice. Allow your entire body to respond to my words directly and non-mentally. Allow any disturbances, external or internal, to draw you more deeply within. In this practice of Yoga Nidra, you enter a subconscious energetic field. Allow your mind to merge and melt into the energy body and go beyond the boundaries of body and mind. Now shift from thinking and doing to feeling and being. Do absolutely nothing. Simply relax. Drop into the deepest state of tranquility, stillness, and peace in the area of the third eye. Now, your consciousness is in direct communion with your energy body. From this very relaxed, unified state, follow my guidance as we begin the SoHum breath. I invite you to begin by breathing in through the nostrils and guide your breath and attention steadily from the third eye along the spine, ending at the base of the spine. And then as you exhale, guide your breath and attention upwards along the length of the spine to the third eye. Inhale, bringing your focus to the third eye, following the breath so that it goes down along the spine, stopping at the base of the spine. And then on the exhale, guide your breath and attention upwards along the length of the spine to the third eye. Continue with this visualization as you breathe. Stay focused and feel the energy follow your attention along the spine. As you continue with this breath, we will begin to integrate the non-vocal sound of SoHum. With each inhalation, feel the sound of So as the breath flows from the third eye to the base of the spine. And with each exhalation, feel the sound of Hum flowing up the base of the spine to the third eye. Inhaling, visualize So. Exhale, up from the base of the spine to the third eye, Hum. Continue with this practice and remain absorbed in the subtle vibration of sound and energy moving along the spine. Sound, breath, sensation, and attention in complete synchronicity. Experience it. Be totally engaged in the sacred presence of that I am. Deeply engaged, totally absorbed, and completely merge into oneness. That I am SoHum. That I am SoHum. I am that. Now I invite you to return your breath to its normal rhythm and bring your attention to rest in the third eye, bathing the whole body and being in the unified experience of the SoHum sound and breath. Experience a deep stillness extending everywhere. Feel your whole body lying still. Feel safe and comfortable, and then give yourself the permission to enter the deepest level of relaxation right now, relaxing completely. Drop into that silent space where all doing stops. Experience silence extending everywhere. Enter an effortless state of being. Follow my guidance as we move our attention through different parts of the body. Allow the penetrating power of consciousness to instantly dissolve any blockages and holdings as you move through different areas of the body. As I guide you from point to point, remain in a non-doing, silent awareness. Resolve to yourself that you will stay alert and awake. Allow your attention to follow my voice, and I invite you now to bring your attention to the brow center, the third eye. Pit of the throat, right shoulder, right elbow, wrist, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, and little finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, pit of the throat, left shoulder, left elbow, wrist, thumb, index finger, middle finger, ring finger, little finger, wrist, elbow, shoulder, pit of the throat, middle of the chest, right side of the chest, middle of the chest, left side of the chest, middle of the chest, navel point, middle of the pubic bone, right hip, knee, ankle, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, ankle, knee, hip, middle of the pubic bone, navel point, middle of the chest, pit of the throat, back to the brow center at the third eye. Gather your attention at the brow center and allow the non-doing presence to fully manifest in the area of the third eye. Observe the vast stillness and silence. Resting in this vastness, allow whatever comes into your field of awareness to be present without comment or judgment. Witness it as it floats by like clouds in the sky. Now imagine you're walking through a beautiful garden. You are completely alone. There is only you to enjoy the beauty all around you. Sense the earth beneath your feet as you walk, cool and very pleasant. Flowers blooming, plants and trees flourishing up from the earth. Suddenly, you hear a loud clap of thunder. As you look up, the sky has become very dark. It begins to rain. You are standing on very green grass. You are watching the raindrops bounce off the blades of grass. Look around and witness the storm. Feel the raindrops streaming down your face, drenching your clothes. Relax and enjoy the feeling of being completely wet. No concern about getting wet. It doesn't matter. It feels pleasant to get wet. The storm has finished. You can smell the wet earth. The sun begins to shine through the clouds. Feel the warmth of the sun on your skin, drying your clothes. Look up at the sun and feel its warmth and energy penetrating deeply into your skin, entering your body until you feel warmth everywhere. Energized, you begin to run in the garden. You are very happy and can't help but laugh with joy. All around you, birds are singing their beautiful melodies. Observe and feel the joy. A cool, gentle breeze is blowing in the trees. Hear the wind rustling in the trees and feel it blowing against your face and through your hair. Breathe in this fresh, life-giving air. Now I invite you to bring your attention back to the center between the eyebrows and drop into an even deeper state of relaxation. Here there remains nothing to do or achieve. You have entered the domain of grace. In this domain of integration, you are witness of all that is happening but doing nothing to make it happen. All that can never be done by your doing can happen only in the non-doing presence of your being. Feel completely safe and comfortable as you hand yourself over to the power and protection of presence. Feel it, experience it, be it. Hand over all fear, apprehension, and anxiety about all that you want to change, control, and manage. Let go of all doing and replace it with trust and faith in the higher power. Allow your mind to merge and melt into the presence and enter the sanctuary of silence. Remain empty and free from all doing and feel yourself as time-transcendent presence right now. Here, your intention and your affirmations are actualized and fulfilled with effortless ease. If you have an intention, I invite you to bring it into your awareness now 3 times in the form of words, images, or as a felt sense. If you do not have an intention, just remain silent and allow Spirit, who knows what is best, to do it for you. Allow this intention to go to the deepest levels of recognition with no hesitation. Know that your highest self recognizes, honors, and accepts your intention. Have faith and trust that it has been heard and is being acted upon by a higher power of the source within you. There is no need for you to do anything about it. I invite you to draw your attention back to the center between the eyebrows and feel all the energies of your body from all meridians activated, purified, and balanced. All channels are open and the life force is flowing freely, healing the body and calming the mind. Open your heart and feel content. Just experience. Allow your entire self to respond spontaneously and effortlessly to what I next say. I face all challenges with equanimity and dignity. I automatically attract the highest and best to myself. I trust an abundant universe to fulfill my needs. I drop all anxiety and fear and replace it with faith and trust. I feel the love, light, and grace that has always surrounded me. Every cell in my body is filled with the radiant, healing light from within. Establish yourself firmly in faith and trust to receive the grace, protection, and guidance of the higher self within you. The more often you go to your source, the easier it will be to return there and the longer you may stay there. Feel the presence of your own spiritual guides surrounding you and blessing you. Accept their blessing and grace, embody it, and spread it wherever you go. Now you have prepared the base from where you may carry out interactions with life and interpersonal relationships with the integral power of love and the source within. You are the emissary of light and love, carried everywhere you go and to everyone you meet. If you have an area that you feel needs healing, physical, mental, or emotional, allow this light and love to flow into that area now. Now, begin to become aware of the rising and falling of the breath. Slowly feel yourself beginning to rise to the surface of awareness. Sense the body resting on whatever surface it's on, the quality of the air as it touches the skin. Gradually, but only if you feel ready, you may begin to move as if you are waking from a restful sleep. If you're lying down, you may want to bend your knees, drawing them closer to the chest, perhaps rocking sideways gently. Take your time. Do not hurry. And then if it feels right, I invite you to turn over onto one side, curling up into a little ball, and feel the safety, comfort, and protection of that position. And then one more time, I invite you to bring your intention into your awareness again, repeating it silently to yourself just once. Change nothing. Know that every time you find yourself in reaction, you are empowered to replace it with this intention. Keeping your eyes closed, you may gradually move, and if you're lying down, perhaps begin to sit up, continuing to stay deep in this deep inner experience, regardless of what you consciously recognize that has or has not changed. Know that something deep within has shifted to connect you with your intention. Become aware of your body and bring a deep sense of peace and contentment with you as you bring attention back into the body. Notice how relaxed the body is, how soft the breath is, how silent the mind is, how quiet the heartbeat is. Be still and be grateful. Know that you may easily enter here again and again. You may gradually open your eyes. This practice of Yoga Nidra is now complete. I thank you for joining me.